Southgate men's first 11. It's a beautiful evening down at 6 p.m. down at Sugden Road. We are about 5 minutes away from the start of the game. Commentary team today is Barney Christopher, joined with George Horton.
Hello there, everybody.
It's an exciting fixture. Teams are just warming up now. We've got Surbiton the bibs on the show, yellow bibs. Surbiton men's ones, starting with James Mazzarello in goal. Deary Roblin, Luke Taylor, Rob Farringdon, Johnny Gould, Tim Nurse, Nick Park and his brother Ben Park, Stuart Walker, Louis Gittins, Ben Stevenson, Stuart Rushmere, Brendan Creed, Dave Goodfield, Adam Buckle, Alex Williams, James Gould, Connor Williamson, Gareth Furlong, and finally Jack Hobkirk, with the head coach of Mark Pern, Matt Jones, Andy Watts, assistant coach, and the physio Simon Edwards. Surbiton will be playing in white shirts, white shorts and white socks this evening. And for the Southgate men's ones lineup, we have Logerenberg in goal. We've got Jack Middleton, Rob Gill, Kwan Brown, John Stellini, Matthew Ramshaw, Giulio Farini, Karen Soffert, Richmond Lum, Cy Walker, Teague Meccano, Will Calnan, Alistair Douglas, Rohan Burhi, Archie Foster and Rob Shearer, with their head coach of Kwan Brown, manager David Stevens, assistant coach Hugh Stevens and Dillet Gilks. A couple of minutes away from pushback here. George, are you excited for the match this evening?
I'm absolutely pumped, Barney. I can't wait for it to start. Yourself?
Fantastic, yeah, very keen. Surbiton and Southgate look like they've got very thorough warm-ups going on and good technique from them both. This match sees the start of the year-long celebrations of Surbiton's 150th anniversary. Southgate's visit would be the first time since February 2015 when Surbiton won 6-1. Southgate spent the 2016-17 and 2018-19 seasons in the Conference East when it comprised the second tier for England Hockey League. When the league was restructured to add a third tier from 2019 to 20, Southgate retained their second tier status and completed in Division 1 South, winning promotion after topping the table. The meeting in Stage 1 was very exciting. Surbiton winning 7-3 at Southgate Hockey Centre back in October 2023. Stuart Walker scored 4 goals. Louis Gittins scored twice and Ben Park also scored for Surbiton, with Karen Sofak, Teague Meccano and Kwan Brown replying for Southgate. Surbiton's first season back in the top flight has been successful, with qualification for the top 6, finishing in 6th place, 3 points ahead of both Oxted and Beeston. On the Southgate team, Matt Ramshaw is Southgate's top goal scorer this evening with 8 goals, closely followed by Meccano and Brown, who are both on 6. 5 of Brown's goals have come from penalty strokes, and anyone tempted to leave early should bear in mind Southgate has scored 6 goals in the last 5 minutes, with 4 goals coming in the 70th minute. So tonight we should have a bit of a game on our hands, George. Hey, we can't count it out. No matter what the scoreline is, it looks like Southgate bounced back late in the game. So Surbiton have got to really hold on to it to secure the victory tonight. Is there anything you're particularly looking out for tonight, George?
And particularly, I think it's going to be ball pace. It's going to be up. It's going to be moving very fast. I think it's going to be a very end-to-end game. And no, I'm really looking forward to it.
Excellent. Surbiton have got a relay and Astro this year. Was it this year or last year? Last year, relay and Astro, so their first and second pitches both match in quality and performance. Freshly watered, it's a nice bouncy surface and one of the best in the UK. So it should set the players up for success tonight with bouncy balls. Maybe a couple of aerials. Looking forward to a great match. Seen a couple of short corner practice from both teams as well, looking strong with primary strip flickers on the Surbiton end. Obviously Brendan Creed taking a couple of flicks home earlier in the season, and Big Maz in goal, who has had an outstanding season so far. He's a young new addition to the Surbiton team, representing GB in the net. As a goalkeeper myself, I'm always a big fan of seeing goalkeepers perform, and standing behind Big Maz on the hill, it's always been a pleasure to watch. Going back to the league table, elsewhere in the top 6, obviously we're in the second half of the season now, so at the first half of the season all teams play together and they split into a top 6 and bottom 6 tier structure. In the top 6, Old Georgians are at home at Holcombe at 6 p.m. Meet on Saturday for the first time this season with a Stage 1 match-up, having been rearranged to a Thursday night due to Old Georgians' involvement in the Euro Hockey League. Hampstead Westminster at home to Wimbledon at 5:45 this evening. The third match of a triple header, following their M2s taking on Surbiton in the Conference East Clash at 2 p.m. with Surbiton Women's meeting Hampstead at 3:45 today. Results are yet to come in on that. Teams jump into their huddles, all balls cleared. We are a couple of minutes away from pushback. Umpires getting ready, balls cleared off the side, short corner gear in place. Surbiton are playing in white and green this evening, Southgate in the red. So a slight change to Surbiton men's lineup as well. We've got number 11, Sam Corney playing. Number 25, Ben Hansen, also playing for Surbiton in the white kit at home this evening. Both teams lining up. Ready for the pushbacks. Southgate's ball. Will Calnan standing on the halfway line. All teams lined up, ready to go. Calling out number 10 and number 12, Nick and Ben Park. On the right-hand side, the old Park partnership. The partnership, some might say. Thank you very much for that one. Teams lined up, waiting on the goalkeeper, Mazzarello, taking his time, getting up his kit. Both umpires ready to go. Anton van Loggenberg getting his kit ready, lined up. Looks like Southgate's keeper's ready. Maz getting his helmet on. As you can see, Surbiton's relatively new streaming system, operating a AI-powered middle line, which will track the ball movement via artificial intelligence. And we're off. Southgate taking the ball. Push back to the middle, start with a straight aerial up. Taken from the American Hail Mary, good pick by Southgate, hitting into the D. Possession turned over, Surbiton with the ball, pushing it out to the left-hand side. Driving up the line. Taking the ball, rotating round the back for white player. In a bit of congestion between the white and the red players. Free hit for Southgate, the far corner of the pitch. Southgate fake, take the ball out, bounce it in. Hit it into the D, calls for short corner there. Surbiton retain the ball, get the foul, and it's a 16-yard hit for the Whites. Surbiton moving the ball out of the back, rotating round to the right-hand side of the pitch. Good skill from Parker on the bottom right. Rotates round. Into the background, nice triangles there. Brandon Creed with the ball, looking up. Throws an aerial up the pitch. Possession turned over. Southgate ball in their own half. Dribbling forward, aerial back up the pitch. Ambitious attempt there, straight into the D. Mazzarello with the palm down, out to the left-hand side. Surbiton picks up the ball. James Gall rotating out, chucking the ball back. Drive up the line there from Surbiton. Free hit there for a stick tackle on the left-hand side of the pitch. Surbiton ball. Surbiton holding the ball, throw an aerial, cross pitch, diagonal, straight into the far corner. Good pick from Southgate there. Driving back up the sideline, Southgate retained possession. Good bit of individual skill in and out of the feet there. Southgate ball off the foot of a Surbiton player. Aerial up far left, does not reach Southgate player off the back line for a Surbiton free hit in the 16. Possession equally traded at this stage in the game. Big aerial off the back into the Southgate's half. Not collected cleanly by Southgate, but possession retained. Driving out to the right-hand side of the pitch, options looking up. Transfers on, but he holds possession, moving round on the sideline. Keeping off the Surbiton player, who picks up possession, traded back again to Southgate. Taking down Surbiton, get the free hit, drive early Early ball into the D. It gets called back for a free hit for not stop ball outside the D. It's exciting so far, isn't it, George? There's no clear outcome for either team, but trading aerials either side.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's been a lot of aerials thrown both ways. We've seen a lot of that so far. It'd be good to see some of the ball on the floor, getting passed around a bit quickly, but by the look of it so far, they just like to keep throwing it from end to end.
Thank you. Excellently noted. Dropped in Southgate in the middle, who are driving up the middle of the pitch. Ball up the right-hand side. Looks like a good break, 3-on-3. With a lot of play, a lot of whites coming back at this point. Southgate have the ball in the D, pull it back. Misses Southgate stick off to Surbiton to drive out the left-hand side of the pitch. Lifted up, Southgate tried to flick it around the player, took the body, lifted dangerous ball. Surbiton break up to the D. Surbiton have the ball in the D and off the back line for a long corner from Surbiton. Play held up slightly as the two balls on the pitch. Surbiton transferring the ball around the back nine. Keeping their eyes open, looking for options. Patient hockey, they've got a lot of space there. Both teams inside Southgate half. Easy stick-to-stick, flat passing. A little bit of a bump, push it into the D on the baseline. Into the D. Nothing comes of it. Off a Southgate stick for a long corner for Surbiton. Early passing out to the back. Big crash ball into the D. Off a Southgate stick. Southgate retained. Driving out to the right-hand side of the pitch. Surbiton try and grab it. And unfortunately off the sideline for a Southgate free hit. Back right of the pitch. Southgate taking their time here to reset. Ball into the middle of the pitch, bit scrappy there from Southgate and Surbiton, and ball turns over for a Surbiton free hit at the halfway line. Surbiton taking their time here now, letting the play reset, letting players get back into their positions. Brendan Creed with the ball, moving the ball across to the right-hand side of the pitch. Driving down the baseline, options here, big slap straight into the D, touch into the middle, finds Southgate stick, drive out through the middle of the pitch. Southgate, nice stick-to-stick passing, working the ball out from the baseline. Excellent triangles there. And popped off the side of the pitch for a Southgate free hit from the sideline. Ball powered down the left-hand side of the pitch. Surbiton get a touch, but stays in Southgate possession. Touch by Surbiton off the baseline for a Southgate long corner. Good movement here. Ball comes into the middle of the D. Reverse stick shot. Takes Southgate player, Surbiton player, driving the ball out, and it's given Surbiton's way for a free hit on the edge of their D. Taken quickly off to the right-hand side of the pitch. Driving up the right, taking a bit of time now just to let players reset. Get a couple of players in front of the ball. Southgate, good pick from Southgate on the left-hand side to retain possession. Driving now, reverse stick bladed, little slip from Surbiton, but they take possession now, turning over inside their own 25 and moving up towards the pitch. Stick-to-stick passing inside. Surbiton just taking a bit of time with the ball now, moving it around. Nice pop ball through the middle, picked out by Southgate there. Good pick, trapped inside the middle of the pitch. Nice roll out and transfer into space on the right-hand side. Just beats the Southgate player, leaving Surbiton a free hit on the sideline, just inside their own half. Early down the line, unforced error on the ball there for going out of play. Southgate ball looks for the aerial, but decides not to, puts it inside and works it up the inside of the pitch. Disguise slap inside to the outside. Ball comes into the D. Southgate looking dangerous here. Takes a touch. Another touch in front of goal. Swing and a miss in front of goal. Leaves the Surbiton ball from the 16-yard line. Great opportunity there for Southgate. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it. Reset now for a Surbiton 16. Good chance there, George, don't you think?
It was a fantastic chance. It's been turnover after turnover, but he's got to be doing better there at the back post, I think, don't you?
This is end-to-end hockey, yeah, very exciting stuff. Let's see, they're driving up Surbiton driving up the ball to the other side of the pitch now. Good break. See if they get a chance in. Outside in the far corner, rotating the ball round in possession. Good skill through 3 players. Great block there from Southgate, dropping the ball up, moving up the right-hand side of the field. Just holding the ball up just by the dugouts. It's a Southgate sideline. Aerial over the top. Can the centre forward find it? Not fast enough. Off the baseline for a 16-yard hit. Surbiton with the ball, 25-yard line, rotating round. Little aerial over the top. Great trap there. Good block from Southgate player to keep the possession. Unfortunately puts it out of play. Early taken by Surbiton, driving into the middle of the pitch. Puts it straight into a Southgate stick for a turnover of possession, but the umpires awarded a free hit to Surbiton there. Ball on the dotted 5-yard line, taken early. Passed quickly in, but straight to a Southgate stick. It's one-on-one passing. Turnover possession. Surbiton have the ball in the far right corner of the pitch. Holding up the blade, looking for new options. Small stick tackle there from Southgate gives Surbiton the free hit in the top right corner. Looking for options, double checking the 5-yard mark from both the Surbiton and the Southgate player. Drop the ball and transfer back around the back. Speed up pass all the way over. It's a reach for it on the left back of the Surbiton. But turning round, conservative play here by the defensive unit. Attacking down the left-hand side, big push here, ball into the D, shooting chance, big fish hook run into there, slips it back. Surbiton on the ball, pushed to ground, and it's a short corner for Surbiton.
First short corner of the game?
First short corner of the game, George. What do you reckon? Are you thinking a straight drag flick here or a routine?
I think it's got to be straight drag flick off the first one, don't you?
Straight drag flick. I mean, Surbiton have excellent drag flicking power right now, so let's see if they can convert this. Score update, the Surbiton women result against Hampstead and Westminster women's ones. They won 2-0 at Paddington Rec today, securing their place in the top 6 of the women's league.
First game of the second half.
Surbiton lining up now. They've got 2 castles, top of the D. Southgate getting all their pads on. See, protection, very important part of the game these days. The speed of drag flicking coming in. We've got Furlong and Williamson lined up at top D and flicking chances. Left castle and right castle, ready to go. Injection by Brandon Creed. Fired in. Good stop at the top D. Flicked in. Looked like a shin pad at top D, giving another short corner. Called by the second umpire. Good decision. Rear ward, short corner to Surbiton Hockey Club. Lining up again for Surbiton's second rear ward short corner here. Injected by Brendan Creed. Drag flick, top D. Great save from the Southgate keeper. Stick save off the back post for a long corner. Excellent reaction save there from Southgate. As you can see here, slow-mo replay. Dragging top left. Good stick save. Debatable if it was hitting the post, but you never be too sure as goalkeeper. Surbiton, early take on the left-hand side, driving the ball. Rotating back round, giving a bit more space, a bit more time. Bit of a push from Southgate there, Surbiton player. Early pass, passed up into the D, rotating round. Free ball into the D, picked up by Surbiton. Turn and shot. Good save by the keeper. Out to the top left-hand side of the field. Put back into the D, captured by Southgate, who turn over possession. Move over into the D. Pushed out to the left-hand side. up the pitch. This is a great break from Southgate here. Let's see what they can get out of it. Good skill, one-handed dribbling down the left-hand side, flicked it in. Foul, potentially off a body or a leg there. So free hit for Southgate, a dangerous position. Early short pass, holding the ball up, pushing the ball into the D. Southgate have the ball, dangerous position. Flick it back out, only finds a Surbiton stick who roll it over and move back up the pitch. Southgate retaining possession, choosing the safe option, rotating around the back defensive unit over to the left-hand side of the field. Big slap from Southgate, doesn't find their player, intercepted by Surbiton, who then bounce on the break. Slip from Surbiton, given as a foul, so a Surbiton free hit inside the Southgate half. Rotate the play over. Big transfer at the back, speed up ball to the right back. Touch inside, space ahead of him. He dribbles in, touch over to the left, misses both Southgate and Surbiton off the back line. Awarded as, looks like a long corner. Ball taken early, Surbiton driving into the back. Deflection off a Southgate stick. Touched out into the foot of Southgate player for a Southgate free hit from the back. It's a beautiful evening down here in Surbiton. We've had a couple of days of pretty torrential rain, but looks like it's cleared up the Saturday night for this fixture between Surbiton and Southgate. Lovely sunset looking over the pitch, freshly watered as well, so pitch is in excellent condition. Possession congested between Surbiton and Southgate, moving up, driving down the middle, turned over to Southgate, but a penalty hit awarded by the umpire. Just outside the 25-yard line, Surbiton have the ball. Early taken into the D, Surbiton have a good shot and a slap into the back post for a goal. 1-0 Surbiton, excellent finish from a tight angle there, beating the Southgate keeper on the back post. 1-0 Surbiton. Great goal there, hey George, driving into the back post. I mean, individual goal, would have expected him to pass it, but why pass it when you have that clinical finishing, hey?
Yeah, fantastic finish. Near the byline, picked that far post out, lovely. Went straight past the keeper. Great
Excellent goal. Southgate have really got to come back here now. There's been trading either way. Southgate have had a couple of chances, but the scoreline reads 1-0 Surbiton. So it's in balls in Southgate's court now. Southgate started off well. They got free hit on the 25-yard line, long corner. Hit straight in. Touch off Surbiton player, off the baseline. Sorry, just catching up here. And that'll make a long corner for Southgate. Southgate have the ball, drive in early. Off the right foot, doesn't find a player in the D off the baseline for a 16-yard hit. It's just in goal from Stuart Walker, number 13 for Surbiton. Excellent slap on the back post. Stuart Walker, Surbiton 1-0. Surbiton have the ball in their half. Moving the ball over to the left. Patiently now looking for opening opportunities, driving through the middle. Good ball into the D, picked up in the D by Surbiton. Popped out, turned over to Southgate, who have the ball right in the deep in their half. Battle in the corner line. Surbiton take possession. Surbiton driving into the D. Called back by the umpires for a free hit outside. Dropped outside the 25 and moved back over. Big transfer around the halfway line. Over to the right-hand side and up the field. Driving outside and in. A little bit scrappy down the outside, but Surbiton retain possession and it's given as a free hit for Southgate on the back left of their field. Southgate with the ball, moving it back into their D, rotating round, recycling the possession. Speed up ball over to the right back, holds possession, looking for options up the pitch. Pressure from Surbiton there. Moved the ball back all the way, dropped it into the middle, bounced off the stick. Into Southgate, who have the ball rotating into the middle. Driving outside and play stopped and called back. And that's the end of the first quarter. Very exciting quarter. Hey, 1-0 Surbiton. Excellent finish in the D, but chances at both ends. How do you feel about that half, George?
I think it's really good. The intensity's nice and high after a little winter break. They've sort of come in. Both teams seem to be at each other, going forwards constantly. A lot of turnovers. It's been really good, don't you?
End-to-end stuff, isn't it? They started off with a lot of aerials, so that's died down a bit. We thought this might be a tennis match at the end of the game, but using that bouncy water-based pitch.
Yeah, they seem to have calmed down on the aerials. I quite like to see that. They've kept the ball on the floor, passed it nicely at times. It's been an interesting first quarter. Yeah.
Flat, fast passing. That's the key to hockey, isn't it? I mean, watching the GB teams playing, that is quick, flat, on the floor. Use the aerial when it's open, but you don't want to waste possession just chucking balls up the pitch.
Yeah, it's not rugby.
It's not rugby. That's true. Like to see a couple more short corners in this half. We only had a couple then. Obviously, no real turnover, but 2 back-to-back corners for Surbiton there. Big scoring opportunity for both teams. Both teams have excellent drag flickers on their team and various options to use during that. We'll be right back with you at the start of the second half.
Second quarter. You got 15 minutes.
Both teams are back out the pitch, lined up for the second quarter of this fixture between Surbiton men's ones and Southgate men's ones. Southgate's ball hot away, holding down the middle of the pitch, hold the ball up, retain possession out to the left-hand side of the field, push it back into the middle again. Just want a quick shout out for Galvanised Hockey, who have been our production partner in delivering this session. Utilising Surbiton's 3-camera system, including the AI-powered middle camera that tracks the game. So apologies if a bit of the action is missed. However, this is all automatically controlled, so aiming for the best technology available here. Big aerial from Surbiton at the back, up half of the pitch. Good pick from the Surbiton forward, holding it up in the top left corner. Ball's in congestion, top far corner. Dribbling in, good spin, unfortunately cannot get released, and the ball has been given Southgate's way for a free hit from the 16-yard line. Southgate opts to transfer the ball round the back, moving from the centre back to the left back. Good ball pace there, straight up the pitch, misses the midfielder, straight to the forward. Nice overlap there, looking for the ball inside. Touches inside in a mass of white players. Recycling the ball back into the middle of the pitch. Hopeful ball across to the right-hand side, missed by a Southgate player for a Surbiton sideline hit. Ball's transferred across to the right-hand side of the pitch. Good touch there, working their way up. Number 21, Adam Buckle at right back. Surbiton being patient with the ball here, rotating up back. Conserving possession and looking for options in the midfield. Good pick there from Southgate off the sideline for a Surbiton free hit. Not many options for them here. Buckle holding the ball, looking for options forward or back, off a stick for Southgate player off the sideline for another Surbiton free hit on the side. Good possession retention here for Surbiton. Choose to take Williamson on the ball, rotates back into the middle and frees up a bit of space to transfer all the way over to the left side, bounce back over to the right, keeping Southgate players moving off the ball and opening up new spaces into the middle of the pitch. Ball gets driven into the centre of the pitch, dropped back out again. Conservative recycling possession, maintaining time on the ball. Big old drive up the left-hand side here, dropped left. Smashes the ball up to the middle of the pitch, doesn't find a Surbiton player, drops straight between two of them and off the back for a Southgate sideline. Southgate 16. Big aerial from the back from Southgate up into deep into Surbiton's own half. Surbiton takes the ball, sends it back up again. There's space in the middle. Ball gets picked up and driven down the middle of the pitch. Excellent tackle there from Southgate, who pick up possession down the left-hand side. Throw the ball into the middle, judged dangerously by the umpires, so Surbiton free hit inside Southgate's half. Johnny Gall with the ball, looking dangerous down the right-hand side, drops it in. Good pick from Southgate there, who chucked the ball back into the middle, turning over possession, trying to solidify it. Free hit awarded for Southgate on their 25-yard line. Early aerial all the way down. Great pick by Southgate player deep in Surbiton's half. One-on-one, looking dangerous into the D and loses out. Surbiton free hit. Moving up the pitch, looking dangerous now. Surbiton aerial down the middle, free player. Cannot trap it, unfortunately. Drops it out to a Southgate player who clears it from the back line, straight to a Surbiton stick. Southgate pick up the ball and the foul, giving a 16-yard hit. Southgate now heading out, transferring around the back. Pushing it up on the right-hand side. Good passing play there from Southgate. Unfortunately, just comes off the bottom of the stick, leading to a Surbiton ball on the halfway line. Surbiton moving the ball up nicely down the middle of the pitch, dropping it. 1-2 passing, working team weight. Moving over to the left-hand side. Playing the ball under congestion down the left-hand side. Free hit for Surbiton, who take it early and short. Moving the ball on the left-hand side. Options open now as they drive onto the left shoulder of the D. Some confusion there over what was happening, and picked up by Surbiton. Dropped back out of the 25. Bit of individual skill to take it round. And the ball's now transferred all the way around to the right-hand side of the pitch in attack. Deep into the baseline, cuts back inside. Driving to top D, tries the ball in, gets blocked by Southgate stick, who then drive possession back out into the middle of the field. Free hit Southgate in the middle of the pitch. Southgate looking for the aerial and throw it deep into Surbiton's half. It's a good pick up. Southgate ball from the sideline, deep on the baseline, gets chopped by a Surbiton player. Deep in their half, trying for the foul. Surbiton move on up and umpires stop the game. It's a Southgate free hit deep inside Surbiton's half. Southgate take it early, it comes back again. Southgate take it early again and it gets pulled back. Southgate ball once again just inside the 5-yard line. Taken early, dribbling 5, lifted up. Good 3D skills there from Southgate. Off the sideline. Surbiton take the ball. Trapped in their own half, playing through. Pushing the ball. Big counter-attack opportunity here, driving up the pitch. Southgate are overcommitted into their half, and it's one-on-one here. Southgate just retained possession and let it roll off the back line for a 16-yard hit. Excellent chance there for Surbiton, but no outcome. Southgate with patience here, moving from the back. Big slap up the middle of the pitch, picked out by Surbiton player. Surbiton take over possession, but is caught as a free hit for Southgate, who move forward dangerously, driving down the left-hand side of the D. Looks like they're pushed, shoulder outside the D, given as a short corner by the umpire for the push in the back. So umpire's explaining it. It's a green card for the Surbiton player for the push in the back, giving the short corner on the edge of the D. So you see that quite often, don't you, George? Foul outside the D, big short corner given. Usually it's a foot in the D for a short corner, but for those push opportunities, scoring chance, it usually always comes with a card, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't really be doing that. It's a common little move. You might see him try and slide the shoulder in the back, just to go unnoticed, but unfortunately for Surbiton this time it was spotted, and can't be doing that again. He'll get himself in some more trouble, won't he?
Playing with you in a couple of games, I've seen you give a couple of those push in the backs. I mean, sometimes, it's against the rules, but if they're good chance on goal, you'd rather have a short corner than a goal. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's one of those that sometimes you just got to take. And we'll see what comes from the short corner now.
Southgate lined up, drag out, top D, big drag flick, stopped by the number 1 blocker, dribbling in, and it's a rear ward. Umpire gives the rear ward for a shin pad on the number 1 runner's leg. Let's have a replay. As you can see, up to the left-hand side, Castle driving in off the stick or shin pad there. Umpire's doing a great job of explaining the call to various players on the pitch. Surbiton set up for the rear ward. See the fans crowded on the bank at Surbiton there for the home time end. Southgate with a big drag out. Comes to the top left-hand Castle. Drag flick just misses left post. Maz dives and covers it. It's a 16-yard hit for Surbiton. Scratch that. It's a long corner for a short deflection off the side of the pitch. Good flick there. Great save. Was a good save off Maz there to take it just past the post. Southgate have a free hit from the sideline. Driving in this side, first touch into the D, straight to a Surbiton stick. Tackled in the D, unfortunately it's a foul. So Surbiton 16-yard hit out from the back. Good chance there from Southgate. Hey, I think they need as many chances as they can get. And it was a good drag flick, just off the mark.
Yeah, it must have been, I didn't see it myself, it must have been just saved on the line by one of the defenders, maybe even a Maz stick on the end of it, I don't really know, but no, it was a great effort, some serious speed on that as well.
As a goalkeeper, I always love a stick save off the back post, and it's great to see, especially high-performance goalkeepers like Maz. Surbiton chucking the ball up, unfortunately doesn't find a Surbiton stick, so Southgate pick up the ball, driving down the middle, strong hit into top D, takes a big deflection up, not picked high in the air, that would have been a very impressive pick. Surbiton struggled to retain possession, but take it down the right-hand side of the field. Southgate take the ball as a free hit. Surbiton's ball on the 25-yard line in defence. Surbiton opt to recycle the play. Difficult ball back to the centre-back, but he retains possession, fires it up the line, inside. Put off the side of the pitch by Southgate. Tim Nurse, big aerial straight into the D. Good trap there, but pressure on, and a free hit given, taken quickly from Southgate there. Aerial up off the stick. Taken back for a Surbiton play. Number 8, dangerous aerial, so free hit awarded inside the Southgate half. Green card for Surbiton for dissent to the umpires during that play. Driving down the left-hand side, now playing with 10. Big aerial from Surbiton into the D. Overcooked it straight off the back line. Southgate free hit from the defensive 16. Surbiton dropping right back in, playing defensive now. They only have 10 on the field. Southgate have the opportunity to walk the ball up all the way to the halfway line. Looking for the play transfer over to the right-hand side. Ball back into the middle. Good defensive unit there. Southgate centre-back. Little popped aerial into the D. Good pick-up. Good hit, unfortunately. Great save from Mazzarello. Could have had a bit more power behind that hit, couldn't they, George, on the half volley?
I mean, it's a difficult skill to master, that one. To take it down and then hit it on the reverse in the air like that, it would have been a hell of a finish. But to make contact like it did, it was a comfortable enough save for Maz. But no, it was a great effort to see.
Absolutely. Another good save from Maz there. On the baseline, little reverse stick put in. Maz just pumps it off down the back line. Another cross-court aerial down to the top left of the D. Player puts it in. Great pick from Surbiton there, driving out the left-hand side of the field. In congestion. Southgate retain the ball, driving into the outside. Fires it in, and it hits Brendan Creed off the back line for a long corner.
Southgate mounting some pressure here.
Driving down the right-hand side. Ball gets put in. Dangerous, pops it off a Surbiton foot for a short corner given. Easy short corner award there. That's always the option in the D, isn't it, George? If you're especially on the back line, there aren't many options.
No.
If you can't go for goal, then get a short, hey?
You hear it so often, don't you? You just hear outcomes, outcomes. What do we want? Outcomes. If you can't score, what do you want? Short corner, we'll take the foot. That's exactly what they've done there. Mounted some serious pressure, doing really well, really well.
Excellent play from Southgate there. Good tactical decision making. There have been plenty of games down Surbiton Hockey Club today. We've had a packed out agenda from 10 a.m. all the way through, making use of both pitches. So a great crowd out this evening. We've got the stands on the left-hand side. I wouldn't like to guess, but a couple of hundred people here at least watching this men's first 11 game between Surbiton and Southgate. Packed sidelines, good supporters. The banks at both ends are full, as you can see behind the camera view there. Time stopped. Surbiton taking a little bit too long to put on their gear, so time off. Waiting for the umpire to replay time. Southgate lined up and primed for this. Southgate, big drag out to the left and Castle. Drag flick in, easy save for Mazzarello off a Surbiton stick. Good solid save from Mazzarello off the right-hand post there. He's had a cracking game so far, don't you think, George?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why he's playing for GB as their number 2 goalie. Number 1 goalie, I'm not really sure, but he's definitely playing a bit, and he's putting in a great performance after that as well.
Fantastic. Always love to see a good goalkeeper. So, ball's played dangerously into the D, but off the baseline, off a Southgate stick for a Surbiton free hit from the back. Surbiton de-rigging themselves for their protective gear. As you can see, good save there. Driving in, hit reverse stick. Great save off the right-hand post there from the hand pad. Congested D, but great shot from a difficult position there. So good chance on goal by Southgate. Let's see what more they've got to offer.
Back up to 11 each.
Surbiton now back up to 11 with the green card for dissent back on the field. Stretching out their formation once again to a full squad of 11 on the field. Ball comes out round the back, recycled, driving up down the middle of the pitch. Popped out to the right-hand side for a bit more space, put back in the middle. Excellent bounce pass there. Big slap in off the stick of the Southgate player. Southgate take possession, but it's called back for a Surbiton hit in the middle of the pitch for a foot. Surbiton taking their time here, looking for options around the pitch. Play it out, little 1-2 pass. Surbiton with the ball in the D, hit reverse stick over the bar for a 16-yard line. A bit awry, that shot there. What do we say, George? Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes.
Absolutely. I mean, he really must have fancied it from that angle. There wasn't much for him, was there?
No, reverse stick from near the baseline. It's a bit of a glory goal, but if you can score it, you can score it, hey? Southgate with the ball, driving up the right-hand side of the field. In congestion here, Southgate Surbiton players back-to-back. Umpire stopped it, called it back for a Southgate free hit on the right-hand side of the field. Not long left in this half now. Southgate with the ball on the right-hand side. Can they equalise the score before the halfway time? Touched into the middle. Bit messy in the middle of the pitch. Driving down, it's the Surbiton free hit that was awarded. I think the whistle wasn't very clear, so re-awarded into the middle of the pitch for a Southgate free hit. Southgate with the ball, very optimistic ball straight in, clean through the defensive back line, off the baseline for a Surbiton 16-yard hit. Surbiton now recycling the ball round the back, using their defensive unit, stick-to-stick passing, making use of space, drawing Southgate into it. Southgate pressing with 2 players, 3 players now down the right-hand side. Ball pops out, it's hit foot, so it's a Surbiton ball on the right-hand side of the field. Drop back again, eyes up from the Surbiton player, looking long for the aerial. Aerial's thrown, into space. Great pass, cross field from there, straight from Surbiton's half into Southgate's quarter. Big slap into the pitch, but Southgate get to it first, slap it down the middle. Great spin there from Southgate. Lovely individual skill onto a Surbiton foot for a free hit on their 25-yard line. Southgate now pushing up the left-hand side of the field, straight in and knocked to a stick. Calm and collected from the back there. Excellent play out the back right of the field. Driving in, and that's the half. Great half there from both Surbiton and Southgate. There are opportunities at both ends. Surbiton securing 1 goal from an excellent slap shot on the back left post. George, how do you feel about that half?
I think it's been fairly even. I think it's fair to say that Surbiton have had maybe 1 or 2 more chances than Southgate, and they've taken it, as you can see, 1-0 to them. I think it's been a good showing from both teams. Yeah, I think Southgate just need a bit more of that famous word that we do like. It's a bit more from those outcomes, don't we?
Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes. That's what they say. Thank you for joining with us. We'll take a short half-time break and we'll be back with you in a moment. Stay tuned. Thank you, and welcome back to this exciting fixture. Surbiton Hockey Club against Southgate Hockey Club. Both men's ones teams in the top 6 tier of the Men's Hockey Premier League in England. The score is 1-0 going into the second half, and we're about to get underway. Just waiting on umpires to confirm their radio signals and the goalkeepers to get kitted up. So, I thought I took a long time, George, playing in goal, getting all my gear ready, putting 2 face masks down, but I can't imagine what these hockey players got to do with a full kit bag of protective gear.
Yeah, I think they're putting all their penalty corner kit down out the back, lying it out so it's ready for that first short corner before the defenders then toss it back, and then they have to reorganise it again, don't they?
Exactly. Well, safety first is what I like to say.
Absolutely.
Again, it's a beautiful evening here at Surbiton. Clear, dark skies, not too cold. We've been blessed with a bit of rain for the last 4 days, but it's held off this evening. I'm not sure we'd have as many spectators this evening if it was driving down with rain. So, looks like the umpires are ready to go, goalkeepers ready to go. Surbiton's ball on the halfway line, and we're off. Passing the ball back and to the right. Good transfers, good solid start from Surbiton here. Off a Southgate foot for a sideline ball. Pushing down. Conservative start from Surbiton here, taking their time on the ball. Making sure you get possession. Brendan Creed with the ball. Good ball to the outside. Beats the left back. Drives into the D. Puts it onto a foot, and it's a free hit on the outside. Taken quickly, put into the D, and a short corner awarded for Surbiton. I believe it's their third short corner of the night. Is that right, George?
Yeah, they had the short corner in the first half, which they got a re-award from. Let's hopefully they get an outcome from this one.
Strong drag flickers on both teams, strong goalkeepers on both teams, so it's anyone's game at this point. Short corner's obviously a very keen scoring opportunity for both teams here, so outcomes, outcomes, outcomes is what we always say. If you can't get a goal, get a short corner, because great chance at levelling the score. Surbiton setting up here for their classic 2 castle with the left slip. Southgate taking their time on the back. Our 2 flickers lined up top of the D are Luke Taylor and Stuart Walker. Umpires making sure everyone's ready. Southgate players on the halfway line, lined up, ready to go. Surbiton locked in, ready to take their flick. Drives to the left-hand castle, good drag flick, right post, clears the defensive line for a goal. Luke Taylor scoring a drag flick here. Right-hand side drag flick to make the score 2-0 Surbiton. Excellent flick here on the replay. Driving out to the left-hand side. Right between the goalkeeper and the postman. Excellent placement there. Bit too far outside, and I think the postman would have it. But pinpoint placement there from Luke Taylor. Great flick.
So the one just blocks his view, I think.
Southgate with the ball, play it off the back line there for a Surbiton free hit on the right-hand side of the field. Surbiton with the ball moving round, driving up the sideline. Go for a big aerial, hooks off the left-hand side of the flick. Looks like spectators are taking cover on the left-hand side of the pitch. Missed everybody, thankfully. Ball's back onto the pitch for a Southgate free hit. Southgate pushing up the field, turn over the play to Surbiton, who drive it back up the left-hand side, turn it over again. Southgate with the ball into the middle of the field. Pushing up now on the left-hand side, ball comes clear to Southgate, who drive it up, straight through all the players for a Surbiton free hit on the right-hand side of the pitch. Tim Nurse with a big drive up the right-hand side of the field. Drops it in, keeps going into their 25. Drops the ball, ball's in the D, good drop. And off a Southgate stick for a long corner off the baseline. Surbiton now with the ball on the 25, pushing across. Holding the ball, being conservative with the pass. Moving it round the back. Driving into the top-hand side of the D. Pushed it into the back, congested in the top. Surbiton with the ball, hits and goal. Not given goal. Surbiton foot in the D disallows the goal. So score remains 2-0 Surbiton. Excellent reverse stick there, but unfortunately, if you give away a foul, a goal doesn't count, right? That's the rhyme.
Absolutely. If he unfortunately just hit a Surbiton player in the D, there was no goal. Unfortunately, it was a great strike though, like we say, but fortunately, taken back for the foul. Here we go.
Unfortunately, I agree. Surbiton now driving in the middle. Ball in the middle of the pitch into the 25 on a Surbiton stick. Drops off to the left, shoots, just misses the top right-hand corner by less than a foot. Off the top for a Southgate free hit. It was a good strike there, but unfortunately not good enough. What do we say, George?
Outcomes, don't we?
Outcomes. Good shot, no goal. Southgate 16. It's a good save there initially as well from the Southgate goalkeeper. Driving out, Southgate smacked the ball out of play. Looks like Surbiton retained possession. Move it into the middle of the field, out to the right-hand side. Good slap in, good touch from Surbiton players. Congested back to goal there. Southgate pick up the ball and drive round to the left-hand side. Southgate with the ball in the corner now, trying to work out various options to get it out. Surbiton, good pressure on. Fake aerial to psych him out a little bit. Push back and pushed out. Misses both Surbiton and Southgate players to Surbiton in the middle of the pitch. Surbiton drive down, big slap in, blocked by Southgate, who drive back out the right-hand side of the pitch. Surbiton retain possession, but foul given. Southgate ball on their 25, looking forward. Southgate drive the ball up. First time they pushed into the half, and about 5 minutes of the second half of this first half. Great save there from Mazzarello. Excellent shot on target and diving save from the Surbiton goalkeeper, pushing out for a long corner. Ball held up, pushed back into their own half by a Southgate player. It's a foul awarded, so it's a Southgate ball on the 25-yard line. So Southgate player takes the ball outside so it can go straight in. Hits it hard, straight through all the players off the baseline for a 16-yard hit.
An old school move there from their assistant coach.
Played ball in, Surbiton with the ball, pick up the free hit. Surbiton pushing down the left-hand side of the field. Turnover possession to Southgate. Southgate with the ball in, under pressure from the Surbiton player. Push the ball back. Southgate with options here, moving up the right-hand side. And Southgate sideline ball clears out the Surbiton defence. Gives them a bit of room to breathe. See Surbiton pitch 2 in the background there. Host of many of the Surbiton teams today. As I said before, packed out agenda today with matches back-to-back on both pitch 2 and pitch 1. Plenty of Surbiton teams from the 22 teams that Surbiton have across the men's and women's teams. Southgate now attacking edge of the D. Under pressure, 2-3 players behind them. Hit in off the foot of the Southgate player, Surbiton player. Looks like a stick of a Surbiton player for a Southgate long corner. Southgate step it up, rotate round, transfer the play. Playing into the top D, dropped in. Good chance here for Southgate and turned over from a slight push in the back from the Southgate player, leaving a Surbiton 16-yard hit. So Surbiton also features its 1s and 2s pitches, which are similar value in water-based. Very great performance on both pitches, relayed 2 years ago. There's also a pitch 3, which is half pitch reused from the old AstroTurf. This was used today for a back-to-hockey tournament for new starters and returners to hockey, wanting to get into the game. Excellent outcome from the reviews I've heard from various players. It was a great day had by all round, and a great thing for the sport, encouraging people to get back into hockey on our third pitch available. Moving up, Southgate have the ball, driving into the top left of the field. It's a free hit awarded to Southgate on the edge of the D, driven out to the corner of the pitch. Rotated back round, creating a bit more space from the Southgate side. Aggressive ball pushed in straight onto a Surbiton stick, but possession retained by Southgate. Good bit of skill from the left-hand side, bounced off the sideline for a Southgate free hit. Southgate moving the ball, transferring around the back here now, giving us a bit of space. Surbiton all deep inside their own half, leaving Southgate space for a high transfer inside their half. Good skill there from the left back, driving into the D, pushes one clean, straight to a Surbiton stick, and a free hit awarded for Southgate. On the top left of the D, that's brought back from a previous foul. Southgate looking very strong, good spell of pressure driving in around Surbiton's D. Surbiton take the touch, looks like free hits awarded on the top left of the D again. No advantage gained from the previous foul. Southgate transferring possession around the back. Big slap into the D, only finds a Surbiton stick who drive out forwards down the middle of the pitch. Slipped right, Surbiton are on the break. Great drive down the right hand side. Big stick tackle down the right hand side of the pitch from the Southgate player, taken early from Surbiton. Good drive from the back, nothing comes of it, but free hit awarded for the no advantage given right hand side of the pitch. Good ball in, great run across the top of the D, good scoring chance. Southgate just got a stick on it and nibble it off the edge. On the baseline for Surbiton, can they get an outcome? They cannot, no. Southgate retain possession, turn it over and drive out to the right hand side of the field. Mislaid pass from Southgate into Surbiton's stick. Jammer on the outside, pushes it into top D, and unfortunately can't take possession. Ball bounces off to the sideline for a Surbiton free hit. Taken quickly by Surbiton, holding down the right-hand side. Holding up the play, looking for options on the out-hand side. Southgate got strong defence in front of the ball. Moving across, forcing Surbiton to transfer the ball all the way around the back. Brendan Creed with a big slap directly into the D. Nothing comes of it, turns over to Southgate, who chuck it up the pitch with a big aerial. Doesn't find a Southgate stick, runs off the back for a Surbiton 16-yard hit. Exciting half we got here, George Hay.
Yeah, I mean, Surbiton started the second half really promising, a lot of pressure for the first 5 minutes, got their goal and then kept going, and then Southgate seemed to come back. Had a big spell of pressure, but it's that word again, isn't it? They didn't get any outcomes, did they? Big spell of pressure, and now Surbiton have got a chance to answer back and go back at them, I suppose.
Couldn't say it better myself, thank you very much. Big aerial to the top left of the pitch, put off the sideline for a Surbiton free hit. Surbiton driving onto the pitch, looking dangerous. Pop it in, comes off a Southgate stick, off the back line for a Surbiton long corner. Surbiton now transferring the ball. Keep moving around the midfield players. See good lead runs from the players in the middle. Surbiton looking at patience now, moving the ball forwards and back across the pitch. Over to the right hand side, great drive into the inside, pops it into the D but finds the Southgate stick. Southgate holding the ball in their D, pushed out to the far corner. Difficult position here. It's a good touch, just rolled clear of Southgate player for Surbiton's possession. Moves it back into the inside. Over to the left, great drive down the left hand side from Nick Park. Good little chop, tries to bounce it off the baseline and gets a long corner for his efforts. Nope, scratch out, that's a 16, straight off. Tried the squeeze, bounced it straight off the baseline. Ball's transferred over to the left hand side. Excellently weighted ball down the left hand side there, but just doesn't quite reach the Southgate player and picked up by a Surbiton boy.
Wow, this is a great pass.
Ball transferred across the left hand side. Good pass onto the left. Excellent through ball. Great vision there for the Surbiton left back, playing the ball right up to the left hand side of the pitch. Tucks it back inside, turns over the play. Strong pressure from Surbiton there, gives away a foul. Southgate free hit. Southgate with the ball, plays it round. Excellent individual skill there from Southgate player, taking it directly round Surbiton player. Pops it up the line. Southgate player tries to cut inside, takes a foot with a free hit. Tucks it inside very nonchalantly to inside their 25. Free hit awarded. All the players have to back away 5 yards. And off the sideline for a Southgate free hit. Taken quickly, dribbling on the inside, straight to a Surbiton stick that plays it up, driving forwards. Turns over, no foul given, straight into the D. It's a foot on the edge of the D for a Southgate free hit just outside. Southgate drive, pop it in. Surbiton's ball pushed out into the middle of the field. Pushed down the outside of the pitch. Ball's outside. Oh, big crunch there as he tries to run over the player. Ball gets pushed back for a Surbiton free hit. Aerial thrown into the D. Good touch there. Big hit from Surbiton there, just over the crossbar. God, I'm surprised that didn't go clean through the fence behind the goal there. That was struck extremely well. Stuart Walker with the strike there. Do you think he could have hit that any harder, George?
I mean, there's a possibility in there.
There's a possibility.
That was unbelievable.
Outcomes. But, I mean, if it's sat up for you like that, that is
You can see the stars.
par 5, dog leg right, hit it as hard as you can kind of job, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Surbiton with the ball down the right-hand side, driving now. Contention with Southgate players who gain possession, pushing it into the middle of the pitch. Surbiton take the ball, drive it into the middle. Pushing into the middle of the D, driving hard. Great run here from Surbiton players. Stick block awarded for Southgate free hits. It's an excellent opportunity there, but if you block the opposition stick, then you get your foul played against you, and unfortunately that's what happened in this case. Southgate ball from the back, aerialed in. Surbiton with the ball, directing straight into the left. Nick Park driving down the left-hand side. Big shoulder there from the Southgate player, taking him off the ball. Pushing him off. Surbiton ball given. Surbiton with the ball. Good shot, great save from the Southgate goalkeeper there, kicking it down the middle. Looks like the game's heating up a little bit here. A little bit of body contact, elbows and shoulders included. Southgate now have possession from the ball from a good opportunity from Surbiton that's not converted. Ball given away there in Surbiton's half by Southgate. Surbiton holding possession now. They need to really just calm it down a little bit, don't you think, George?
Yeah, it's just getting a little bit heated, I think, isn't it? There's going to be some cars coming out in a minute if they don't sort of calm down, get their heads back on. Bit of patience like that. Ooh, almost.
I always heard angry people make mistakes, and that's what I try and embody in my hockey. Stay as calm as possible, calm, collected, deliver on the sport. And I think if you go in too hard into challenges, you're only going to give away fouls and cards.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Southgate with the ball up the right-hand side of the pitch. Good take, good rollout. Conservative there, good pressure from Surbiton, but excellent little pick 3D skill there. Turns over possession, sideline ball taken by Surbiton. Driving into the D, one-on-one. It looks like there's a one-on-one here clear. Tucks it in, good touch. Great shot and goal here. Goal for Surbiton. Stuart Walker, excellent finish. Two touch, picks it up, bit of 3D skill round the back and hits it hard into the Southgate goal to make it 3-0.
It was a great strike, but I don't think he hit it as hard as the last one.
That goal ends our third quarter of this exciting fixture between Surbiton and Southgate. The score is 3-0. Goals, firstly, from Stuart Walker to make it 1-0. Luke Taylor to make it 2-0. And Stuart Walker again, 2 goals for him. We're hoping he scores again this match, otherwise it's hat-trick avoidance. Is that right, George?
Absolutely, he needs to get another one, otherwise he'll be in trouble.
Oh, I say there'll be a couple of fines in the bar later on. Very good fixture here. There's 3 quarters of the way through this game today. The score is 3-0 Surbiton, who are looking pretty dominant today. There are good opportunities for both teams, but Surbiton are the ones who have got the outcomes today. Stuart Walker scored 2 goals today, our first and our third, alongside Luke Taylor. Stuart Walker is Surbiton's leading goal scorer with an impressive 20 goals, including the 2 he scored today in his first season at Sugden Road. The 2 players following him are penalty corner specialist Luke Taylor and Gareth Furlong. Luke Taylor scoring 11 goals, including today, and Gareth Furlong on 10. Alex Williams has also scored 6. Louis Gittins on 5, and Ben Park and Jack Hobkirk are both on 3. Following up at the bottom of the goal-scoring league is Surbiton first team. James Gould scoring twice, with Brendan Creed, David Goodfield, and Tim Nurse and Nick Park all collecting 1 themselves. Stuart Walker in the first leg of this Surbiton Southgate match back in October scored 4 goals himself, so he's 2 on the way to that. Can he outdo his total today, George? What do you reckon?
I mean, it's a big ask. It's a big ask for the last 17 and a half minutes, but maybe he can. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? The way he's striking the ball, if he gets another hitting opportunity, there's one thing I know he's going to do.
He's going to hit it as hard as he can. I think so. As we mentioned previously, the meeting in Stage 1 was very entertaining, with Surbiton winning 7-3 at Southgate Hockey Centre. As mentioned, Stuart Warner scored 4, Louis Gittin scored twice, Ben Park scored, and Karen Soffert, Teague Meccano and Kwan Brown replying for Southgate. Now we're back for the 4th quarter of this exciting fixture between Surbiton and Southgate. Surbiton leading 3-0. Moving in to potentially secure it, but maybe just park the bus and hold it down. Some excellent skill down the middle of the pitch, beating 2, 3, 4 players and eventually losing possession over to the Southgate player. Ball's at the back. Good chuck up the right-hand side. Great passing play from Southgate here. Can they work it up the pitch? Need a bit of support from the back here. The ball's gone spare. Free hit awarded to Southgate, just inside the Surbiton half. Good start from Southgate here, moving the ball around. Transferring possession.
Great steal from Gittins.
Great steal from Gittins, moving up through the middle of the pitch. Surbiton with possession, moving up the right-hand side. Need a bit of support here. They're a bit lacking in the forwards after defending the previous one. Pushing up the right-hand side. Get awarded the free hit after giving away possession. Surbiton ball inside the Southgate half. Both teams setting up now, preparing. Ball gets transferred over to the left-hand side. With Parky running overlap on the left-hand side. Ball popped through. Surbiton have the ball, just cannot keep it under control and falls through to the Southgate players who drive up the right-hand side of the field. Great individual skill there, putting it through Surbiton's legs. Cannot retain possession. Surbiton maintain it. Back down the middle of the pitch over to the right-hand side where Surbiton drive up the right-hand wing. Great drive into the D. Is there an outcome? Good save there from the goalkeeper. Pushes it out. Southgate take the ball and drive up their right-hand side. Good pick there off the baseline, leaving a Southgate sideline hit. I need a bit of patience here, George Hay. It's been action-packed couple of minutes to kick off this final quarter. Do you think both teams need to slow it down or keep up the intensity to try and get this scoreline back from 3-0?
Well, I mean, Southgate have to keep up the intensity, don't they? Whether they can, after putting a big shift in so far, we'll have to wait and see. But Surbiton just need to hold out, be nice and patient, hold on to the ball, and they'll see this one out. Southgate have struggled with the outcome so far. Do you think they'll be able to get one back here?
I think they've been looking strong on the attack, but I mean, Mazzarello in goals made some excellent saves already, and the Surbiton defence is strong, so we'll have to wait and see what this 4th quarter includes. Southgate with the ball, transferring it round to the right-hand side, deep in the Surbiton half. Good spin there from Southgate players. Can he retain it? Pushes it back in. Surbiton have the ball and get the foul as well. Surbiton 16-yard hit. Taking a bit of time, letting the game calm down, and all the players get back into position to stretch the players out. Ball played up by Brendan Creed, taking it on himself, driving up towards the middle of the field. Pushing forward, good stop by Southgate there, given as a back stick by the umpire for a Surbiton free hit just inside the Southgate half. Pushed backwards and transferred round, with possession recycled around the Surbiton back line. Surbiton, big old slap into the D, looking very optimistic there, cut out by the 3 Southgate players in the way who drive and bounce back down the middle of the field. Foul given, Southgate ball on the halfway line. Southgate with the ball, pushes it forward optimistically, picked out by a Surbiton player. Excellent carry down the right-hand side by Tim Nurse. Out for a sideline ball for Surbiton. All the players step forward, looking for potential opportunities down the Southgate half. Good ball in the middle, stretched and reached by Surbiton. Through ball put. Great legs there from Surbiton to pick it up on the baseline. Rolled out, moving the ball from the back out and round. Surbiton now driving down inside the top left-hand side of the D. Possession recycled round. Ball in. Just off the end of the Surbiton stick, off the baseline for a long corner. I'm really liking the transfers at the moment, hey George, in defence and attack. They're using their defensive bowl extremely well, transferring the ball around, creating new opportunities. It's a really important part of the game, isn't it?
Absolutely. After that start with a lot of aerials, they've kept the ball on the floor, been a bit more patient, moved it around the back, see if they can open up some space in the middle, and they have done so. But by the looks of it, Surbiton seem to be getting it back and once again are on the attack.
Saying that, Surbiton have the ball in the D. Good shot on goal. It's a good save by the Southgate keeper there, and it's given as a short corner for Surbiton. The shot on goal got stuck into the keeper's pads here. If the ball gets stuck into the goalkeeper's pads in hockey, it's awarded as a short corner as a disruption to a goal-scoring opportunity. Obviously, goalkeeper's pads are containing a lot of different moving parts, and there's a lot of gaps the ball can get stuck into. As a goalkeeper myself, I've had pads stuck in there many times, and it's understandable. Surbiton today are hosting the second biggest crowd of the season so far, with 311 people wrapped around the pitch tonight. It's excellent to see so many people around here. There's an excellent buzz and a vibe. We've got some stands on the left of the pitch, as you see it there. We've got the bank behind, which features a lot of our various players, most of which played today. Enthusiastic to see the first team play. Surbiton lined up for a short corner. Drag out to the second castle. Good drag flick. Great save there off the baseline for a Southgate 16. Southgate now setting up at the back. Southgate with the ball, rotating possession around. Moving the ball right round to the back. Kwan Brown, left centre-back today. Good dribble round. He's head coach and player for Southgate, and also the assistant coach for the GB hockey team. So extremely experienced player here Southgate have for the back left. Surbiton receive the ball on their right-hand side of the pitch. Play it into the middle, driving down the left-hand side. Congestion there with two players. No foul given. Southgate with the ball, driving up the right-hand side of the pitch. Tuck it in. Great touch from Surbiton there. Rolls off the baseline for a long corner. Taken quickly from Southgate. Bouncing around the right-hand side of the pitch. Put in hard into the D. Flies past the back post for a 16-yard hit out. Good leave from Maz there. That was inches. Surbiton with the ball at the back. Transferring, nice and patient. Not much pressure here from Southgate, who start to move into it as they get up the pitch. Bit of urgency needed from Southgate if they're going to try and bring this one back. So you can see them pushing up the field. Surbiton taking their time, bobbling the ball back again. Pushing the ball up. Big chuck here. Back to right. Ball over the side. Missed by the Southgate player. Surbiton driving into the D. Chops it back on the 45, straight into the goal for another great finish by Surbiton player. Stuart Walker with his third of the night. Hat-trick for Surbiton, Stuart Walker. He got 4 in the last fixture back in October at Southgate Hockey Club, and he's on 3 this evening with a good 9 minutes left in the game. Score is now 4-0 Surbiton. Southgate with the pushback, push it back. Bit of urgency needed as they push up the pitch. Good individual skill there, beating 2 players from Southgate. Cuts back inside, retains possession. Can he hold it? Rolls off the back line for a Surbiton 16-yard hit. Fourth goal, we were saying, Stuart Walker's looking great tonight. Hayes scored 2 when we were last talking. He's got a third now, a hat-trick. Can he match or beat his last chance, hey?
Yeah, I mean, Surbiton fans definitely are hoping to see another 2, maybe 3, see if they get another 7 goals against Southgate. But there's 8 minutes left, and they don't look like they're slowing down as Southgate move into the Surbiton D.
Southgate have the ball on the edge, push it back. Good save from Maz, takes it back into place. Striking ball across the face of goal from Southgate. Doesn't find another stick. Off to the sideline for a Surbiton ball. Excellent chance there. You just need players in the D. And what do we say, George?
Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes.
Outcomes, outcomes, outcomes. Great aerial from the back there. Good counter-attack from Surbiton. Comes off a sick to a sideline for a Southgate hit out on the pitch. Southgate driving with the ball again. Very optimistic down the middle here. Pushing hard. Great roll out there, beating 2 players, drops it left. Unfortunately, a little bit too much gravy on that biscuit, and it rolls off the baseline for a Surbiton free hit.
Gravy on a biscuit, Barney.
Gravy on a biscuit. It's an American term. Big aerial straight towards us from Brandon Creed there. Mistrapped and comes straight into the commentary dugout as we see it. Southgate ball from directly in front of us, plays straight back into the middle of the goal.
Good challenge.
Great tackle there from Surbiton, but judged as a stick tackle, so Southgate ball moving into the middle. Southgate, big chuck to the left-hand side of the pitch. I don't think he really got what he wanted off that. And it's bounced off the sideline for a Surbiton free hit. Brought back, so there's 2 balls on the pitch. So this stage of the game, George, how do you think Surbiton play it? Sit back and relax, or go for 5-6 goals, go for the goal difference?
Well, I think they could sit back and relax, but I just don't see it happening. They're just going to keep going at them. I mean, they've got 4 goals, looking quite comfortable at the back. Southgate has struggled to get any outcomes, but I can just see Surbiton keep going forward and see how many they can get in these last few minutes.
Absolutely. Good bit choppy down the left-hand side there. Foul given for a stick tackle. I think mutual stick tackles there, but first one counts. Southgate ball from the right-hand side. Kwan Brown with the ball, direct it across the back left-hand side of the pitch. Over to far left with Southgate, retaining possession up the left-hand side. Big dive from Surbiton there, misses the ball. Southgate, good chance now, good break into the D. Drops a ball into the D. Excellent shot. Into goal, great save from Mazzarello. Well done there, fantastic. Bounces back out. Surbiton retain possession round the back. Got about 5 minutes left in this exciting Southgate Surbiton fixture here at Sugden Road. There's a lot of S's going on in there, George.
It's been hard to keep track of, really. I've noticed 1 or 2 mistakes with the Southgate and Surbiton, but I think you've done an absolutely stellar job so far, Barney.
Thank you very much. SHC versus SHC gets a bit confusing sometimes. Southgate with the ball in the middle. Great pick from Surbiton there, driving out to the left-hand side. Holding up possession. Trying to drop it back, but the pressure's a bit too much from Southgate. Fouls given for a stick tackle. Surbiton ball. Recycling possession back into the defensive half. Pushing up the pitch now. Try to play a wild ball up the right-hand side. Went straight off the sideline for a Southgate free hit. Southgate, little aerial over the top. Surbiton are right there holding the ball. Get given for a 5-yard infraction. Bit dangerous place. Surbiton have the ball down the right-hand side. Surbiton looking up for options. Chuck a optimistic aerial. Doesn't quite have the legs. Southgate pick it up. Good skill around the back. Driving onto the right-hand side of the field. Southgate push down the line. Free hit for Southgate here. Big slap across. Transferring the ball up into the left-hand side of the field. Touch back inside. Driving into the D. Surbiton have 3 or 4 players behind them, soaking up the pressure quite comfortably. Surbiton free hit off the Southgate foot. So Surbiton looking very strong in defence, aren't they, George? They get a lot of men behind the ball and just create a wall of players in front, hey?
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job so far this evening. They've made, like you say, a great wall in front of Mazzarello, and then when it has come to the goalkeeper, he's just made 2 or 3 fantastic saves, and then the rest have been quite comfortable for them. There's not been too much really to do. They've really loaded the top of the D really well, and then just when they're going forward, I mean, here we go again.
Seems like it's going to take a lot from Southgate tonight to beat the Surbiton defence and Mazzarello in goal. They've all been playing excellently this evening. Strong base to be able to attack from. Good hit down the middle of the pitch for Southgate attack. Rolls over to Surbiton, who drive now down the right-hand side. Excellent pick, given Southgate's way on the left-hand side. Bit of unsurety from the umpire there. Bit of unsurety from me in return.
Bit of unsurety over the word use as well.
Uncertainty, I think, is probably the term I was looking for there. Southgate with the ball on the left. Big transfer across to the right-hand side of the pitch. Driving up the right-hand side, got a lot of space here, Southgate, so options to push up into the middle. Good pressure from Surbiton there still at this stage in the game, keeping strong pressure in their press at the moment. Southgate drop it onto a foot for a Southgate free hit. Popped up the line, great carry out from the back here, driving up the right-hand sideline. Good pressure from Southgate, but unfortunately give away the foul. Surbiton sideline ball, camera drifting somewhat, but we're going to get back on the action in a second. Ball's at the back, Southgate free hit, a little bit of confusion about what's going on here. Straight out past the Southgate player for a Surbiton sideline. Surbiton transferring the ball round the back easy, like they've been doing all night. Great bit of individual skill down the right-hand side. Individual. I've set George off now with my individual. I'm going to be avoiding that word for the rest of this evening. Southgate with the ball from the back, pushing up down the left-hand side. There's only 2 minutes left now in this fixture, 4-0 Surbiton. Looks like fate might be sealed, although we heard in the pre-match chat Southgate are notorious for scoring plenty of last-minute goals, with at least 5 of them coming in the 70th minute of their games. Southgate with a great push down the baseline, couldn't quite keep it under control and just rolled over the baseline for a Surbiton free hit from the back.
I mean, 4 goals in 2.
Surbiton setting out the clock now for to roll this into the end of the game. Performed excellently tonight, don't you think, George? I was expecting to see a couple more short corners.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've had a fantastic performance, but here they come forward once again. Moving forward with Tim Nurse in the middle.
Tim Nurse driving down the middle, has the ball, puts it out to his right-hand side. Southgate collected, turned over down the left-hand side of the pitch, driving up. Transfers over to the right-hand side. Good push here for Southgate. Big slip there from Surbiton onto the ground. Southgate free hit from the 25-yard line. Southgate collected the ball outside the 25-yard line. Crashed in. Wrong location, so needs to sit outside the 25-yard line. It's allowed to be hit directly in, which it is. Doesn't find a player and comes out to the right-hand side of the field for a Southgate sideline ball. Sideline ball taken quickly, popped in. Great triangular play. Unfortunately, just missed Southgate's stick off the baseline for a Surbiton free hit. Surbiton taking their time now. There's not long on the clock. Less than a minute left of the game, so they're taking their time. Big aerial there from Brendan Creed across the pitch. Collected well from players, and it's full time here. Surbiton Southgate. Surbiton lead 4-0 against Southgate's none. Excellent fixture here. Just like to say thank you, George, for your commentary tonight.
Thank you very much, Barney. It's been thoroughly enjoyable, and it's been a great game of hockey.
Thank you, everyone online, for tuning into this exciting game between Surbiton and Southgate. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel for all notifications on upcoming fixtures. We hope to see you online or in person soon. Thank you. Good evening.